next time I go to the Big Apple.
Yeah, man. When you get up, let me know.
Please. Yes, sir.
You come up a lot. You come up to this.
Not No, but I need to. I was just there for one weekend in the end of January, and I was kind of kicking myself for the fact that I lived in DC for almost 10 years and just didn't make it a habit to bus up there at least, like once a month or so.
Yeah,
So looking to make a few trips.
I've been here too long. Let's put it to you that way. you know,
Yeah, man.
it's just too long. What can I tell you?
Well, keep your seat warm. I'll take your place when you decide to leave.
You got it. You really. Listen. The only thing I'm going to miss about this place when and if I move are the bagels, the pizza, and the beach. That's about it.
Right.
It's crowded. It's very crowded, and there's a lot of people around. So
Right.
I'm looking for a place where there's not so many people. All right, let's
I
get going.
think I had a track for this. I forgot about that. Let me hang on a second. Let me get my iPad, and I don't have it hooked up. Makes it more fun. Play with music.
Very cool. Very cool.
Stan, nice to meet you.
Hey, hey, Chris. Nice to meet you as well. Where are you at?
I'm in Nashville. I just got here in February.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. It's nice and
Nice.
sunny right now.
You're
See.
in Nashville now?
Yeah, I moved here in February, Doc.
Maybe that
So-
sounds vaguely familiar.
Yep.
Well, we got Rich Redmond from Nashville coming up to Erie here on next Sunday
What
for
a
a
guy.
match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, pretty excited.
Mm-hmm. Where you say he's coming up there, Stan? The school?
I'm in Erie, Pennsylvania,
Mm-hmm.
right up on Lake Erie. So, yeah, I have a video studio, and I don't know, I threaten to play in music and drums and all that. So every once in a while, I try to get a couple people in here to do a master class for the tri-state area, pretty much Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Cleveland.
Yeah, Rich is a performer, so I'm sure everybody will enjoy whatever he decides.
Oh yeah.
He decides to put on a show.
Rich puts on a show, yes.
Yeah.
That he does.
Yeah. I'm sure he's into energy drinks.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy is high energy.
Woo.
Yes, he is. I even had to get a kit for him. So I now own a DW kit.
Yeah.
You bought
Which,
one?
I did. I found a used one for a pretty good price. It's a DW performance kit.
Wow.
And yeah, it's not. I'm going to take it out and use it a little bit, of course. But yeah, so it's an ebony stain. It's kind of cool.
You still so then you can still see some of the wood grain.
Yeah, yeah, and it's if the sunlight hits it just right, it's almost got like a real deep dark purple hue to it. It changes shape and form.
All right, we're going to do this warm up. I remember doing it, but I haven't played it in a long time, so I'm like pretty much sight reading. But I made a track. So let's see what this is. We'll dang it. Cable's all twisted up. All right, so we'll just do it together, see what happens. Can everybody see that on the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, and I also sent you I also put this in the chat. So you can do any of these as we're going along. and then it switches hands. That's a nice little groove. So it's kind of cool. We'll just watch the stickings. I'm going to be reading it myself. Let's see what happens. This is a slow tempo. 1, 2, okay, so that's in 4. Sorry. You see, that's how long it's been. So 1 E and not 2. We got this. So it's 1 Is that the tempo that we just heard? 2 1 E and a 2 E and a ready, go, and right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, 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 left. Do that over and over. Okay, hang on a second. Is that too loud? It's okay? The volume of the track, everything?
No, I think you could give it a little louder.
You want what louder?
I'm just saying in general, the mix of the track's fine. Even if you wanted to dial up a notch or two, it'd be good.
Okay. Well, I just want to make sure y'all can hear it. I got it up. Mine's really loud for some reason. I'm going to turn my headphones down a little bit. I just want to make sure I'm blasting y'all's ears out. Okay. All right, so this is just bounce. That's why this one's the first one. It has an accent on it, but just let it decay. Like, this should be effortless, really. It should be really effortless. And then you have a little turnaround. But it's a nice little groove, right? All right, let's try it again. And then when we get to the next one, we're playing downbeats or downstrokes, and we're holding those taps down. But for the first one, just let it all bounce. Here we go. Did I hit record? Yeah, I hit record. Here we go. 2, 1, 2, ready and play. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right. So it's on the 6-1 and the second part. 2, 3, 4, 5. Left, right, right, left, 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 left, right, left, right, left. Yeah, so and for a warm-up, that's about as long as I wouldn't even do it that long, really, at that tempo. I would have sped it up by now, you know, which I got another. We can do that one. We can go a little faster. Let's try it. We'll do each one. Just do it like about 4 times, and then we'll go to the next tempo. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right, 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 right, left, right, left, right. I got the missed the turnaround. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, left, 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 left, right. All right, and I do about that much. You can, I mean, you can play the whole track. If y'all don't have these tracks, let me know. I can stick those in the chat as well. You don't have them?
This track in the book? Is this track in the book?
No, no. This was just for you guys.
Okay. Yeah, I think that track.
Yeah, here. Let me do it now while I'm thinking about it. Actually, I have 3 speeds, but tell you what, I'm just going to put 1 speed in the chat. And you could put it in tempo slow-mo or anything, you know. But here's the speed we were just doing it at.
I don't understand.
There, that's in the track now. That's in the chat now. By the way, this is, like I said, this is for you people. Just you people. Please don't share this with other people. If you don't mind. All right, now what did I do with it? Hang on. I gotta get out of this. Where'd my screen go? There it is. All right. So let's go a little faster. We'll go up to 90 beats per minute. That was 80 beats per minute. Let's go 90. And once again, for this, it's all bounce. It's kind of deceiving. That really should be written like if you know, I see a lot of drumline parts now with marcato markings. So if it's like a bounce, like the first note's an accent, second note's marcatos, third note's just regular. Kind of decay. That's a lot of details in a part. I don't think that's necessary. You should just know. It's 3 notes in a row, let it just bounce. So like for my right hand, I'm really holding it on the bulb right there of my stick with the middle finger and thumb. It's not really it's not in the forward fulcrum. It's in the fulcrum's a little further back. And for my left hand, I'm using a lot of thumb, not index finger. When I'm bouncing the stick like this, I usually use mostly thumb. When I play rolls and I gotta do a quick bounce, put more pressure, I use my index finger, like this. But for like this, thumb, wrist and thumb. So that's all. Now right there, I grab it when I'm switching hands. Not much though. Really, everything's super relaxed in this exercise. That's why I put it first. In a warm-up, I think you should first get your hands moving. You should be really, you know, you don't want to be doing any squeezing or downstroking right away because it hurts. All right, so here we go. This is at tempo. This is 90 beats per minute. Let's do the same exercise. We'll do it like 4 or 5 times. Here we go. 2, 1, 2. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left, right. Right, left, 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 left, right. You might go into this track. Let's do the whole track. Try not to screw up. Woo, that got exciting. So that track builds the whole way. How we doing? All right, let's go back to this. All right. Oh, we got some new people. Steve's here. Can't see him. George is here. Are y'all there? Or you just got your camera on while you eating lunch? There's Steve.
No, I'm here.
Good. Yeah, how's everybody doing with this? Was that tempo okay? Could you keep up, everybody? Because you're just bouncing.
My computer is not cooperating, so I'm on my phone. So I wasn't able to print out the sheet. Trying
Okay, well,
to follow along, but
I'll put it back up so you can see it. But
it's okay. I can't really see it. I can't really see it on my phone.
Okay,
I can
bummer.
zoom in and.
All right. Well, I can teach it by rote. I
yeah.
can do it by rote. The next one I'll show you real quick.
Okay.
Bailey, what's up? Yo, this is my dumb cat. This is Bailey. She's the dummy. She's sweet, but she sure is stupid. My other cat's much smarter, but not as sweet. Yeah.
The other cat.
I really think she's retarded. I mean, she's like something's wrong mentally. Something. But she's a sweetheart. She's Jacqueline's favorite. That one's Jacqueline's favorite. The other one, the smart one's Cha-Cha. That's my favorite. Anyway. But I'm not supposed to say that out loud so they can hear them, because Jacqueline actually thinks that will affect them. It's, so they're cats. They don't understand. They're not that smart. Even the smart one's not that smart. All right. Um, okay, so let's go to the next one. So the next one, here, I'll put it on this. There's George. What's up, George? Let's see. Let's go to the next one. All right, so now we're playing downstrokes. So Steve, it's just, you're going to be playing this. One, So basically, that's it. I did put a marcato because I don't want that accent as loud as the others. But it's 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2, 3 and a 4E and a. Okay, so that's a 9/8 bar. It's a 4/4 and a 9/8 bar. So on the 9/8 bar, if you want to think of it, you have 5 groups of 3, and on the 6th group, we do a turnaround. We change the sticking. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on 6, we're going to go left, right, right. Left, right, right. And then we do the whole thing starting on the left hand. So we just do a little, if you think, here's the way I would count. So here's the tempo, but it's so it's like dotted eighth notes. Ba 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 da ba 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 da da ba. But the 9/8, you could think of it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ba da da ba. And on 6, you play left, right, right, left. But the next time you do it, it's going to be right, left, left, right to go back to the right hand. Okay? Pretty simple. So if I do it slow, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and 3E. I'm sorry, I counted that the other way. Again, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ba da da, left, right, left, gone. 4E and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, left, left, right. And then we're back on the right hand, doing the same thing. All right, so for this one, we want to hold the accent down, downstroke, and then play all the taps really soft. And look, if you want to move on, you see the next, you could do the other patterns too. I mean, the whole idea is to play this warm-up, you know, just straight down. So you play each line twice, and you move on. But right now we're working on them. Let's in fact, let's do number 2, and when I tell you to, we're going to move to number 3, then number 4, then number 5. All right? Number 2, it's because they're all the same thing. We're just putting diddles. So for number 3, we put a drag after after each accent, you just play a diddle. Except for the last count where we have left, right, right, left. Except for that 6 grouping of 3. I'm not calling it a triplet. It's not really a triplet. Okay, and then the next one, the diddle is on the accent. You could put a diddle on that last one, but I took it off just to be consistent. All right, and then number 5, it's rolls. So 5-stroke rolls. 3, 4, 5, and then to the left hand. Okay, let's slow it down. Let's go back to 70 beats per minute and try it. Here we go. So this is number 2. 1, 2, ready, and play, and. 3, 4, 5, pa-ta-ta, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, 4, 5, right, left, left, right. Focus on keeping those taps low. I'm going to move on to number 3. You can still do 5 if you don't have the sticking down yet. How about number 4? Just put weight on these accents. Don't slam them down. Little arm motion. Do that one a couple more times. Don't crush the diddle. All right, number 5. Again, you can do any of these while I'm doing this one. Go back and do 4. Or 3. Yeah, and it ends, no release. I like that on there. That's funny. I forgot I did that. So that was the first 5 at the slow tempo. Let me see what the next one is. We can add the flams, huh? Maybe even the Swiss triplets. Ooh, starts getting interesting. All right, so then we have Swiss triplets. Is everybody okay with that? Let me go back to this. I need to see if are there any questions? Any questions? Preguntas. Questions. Everybody understands. Everybody's keeping up. That's slow right now, right? We're just having fun. Okay. So the next one is Swiss triplets. So you got, wait, I'm not sure what the sticking is actually. I need to look. We'll look at it together. So yeah, so it's a pat a fly fly to go to the left hand. So Swiss triplets, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Swiss triplets, and then a right left pat a fly fly to go to the left hand. Then you have 5 Swiss triplets, and then a puttada. Puttada is a stupid name for just left, right, right. Accent with 2 taps. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5. Puttada. Left hand. And then you're back to the right. So the pataflafa, if you want to get good at that turnaround, just play that count. Count 4 of the first bar, play it back to back. So right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, left, left. That's a little tongue twister, just that little turnaround. But if you can do it like that, then when you get to it, it's really not a problem. Then it's back, it stays on the left. Okay? The next one, I meant to go, no, that's, yeah, we'll stop at this one. Next one's just flam accents. So it's the same as number 2. So number 7 and number 2 are exactly the same thing. It's just we just put flams on the accents. That's it. Okay? I know we didn't do those two at the slow tempo, but let's go ahead and let's go to 80 beats per minute and do everything you see on the page. So 2 through 7. All right, and I'll tell you when to switch. Actually, I won't tell you when. You can switch. I'll tell you when I'm going to switch. You can switch whenever you damn well please to switch. If you want, and if you don't want to switch, you don't have to switch. You can stay on number 2 all day if you want to. It's your prerogative. All right, so that track gets loud after a while, doesn't it? I got to get to where it gets more exciting, but not so loud. All right, here we go. 2, 1, 2, number 2, and play and. Left, right, 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 left, left, right. I'm going to do each one 4 times. Here, I'm going to switch to number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Nice open rolls. Here comes 6. Got some flams. Swiss triple. Again. Right. Left. Back to left. Right. All right, number 7. You want to do the next one? I think it's flam drag. I'll do it. Don't play the release. Go. You're done. Okay, so am I right? I'm guessing the next one was flam drags. No, it was flam cheeses. Then flam drags, I bet. Yeah. Then flam 5s. So those are the next ones. We could try the flam cheese. I'll do the flam cheese next time. All right. Okay, so how we doing? Is everybody keeping up with that tempo? Más o menos? Yeah. Okay. Again, if you're having trouble with any of them, just go back to one you to the check, to the, I guess number 2 is like check pattern. So do what you got to do. But you know, the only one that's really different is the one with the cheese. When you put accent, when you put a double accent, it's called cheese. All right, so that one I'd just say don't slam the stick in the head. Just kind of use the weight. I say those are weighted notes, like that. All right. Y'all want to try it faster? We good for going 10 beat? No. Martine says no. Negative. No.
This is a good speed.
No más rápido, por favor. Yeah. What'd you say, Christian?
It's a good speed. It's a good speed to add the new patterns on. No need to
Yeah,
speed
yeah.
up.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you could. The thing is, I put the track in there. You can take it, and so now what you need to do individually, if that's too fast, just put it in tempo slow mo and slow it down. If it's you can go faster, crank it up. Okay. Yeah, I would but to answer your question, Stan, as far as the warm up, you can show me. This was Stan's request to revisit this warm up. I said, if I'm warming up, I need to go faster. And to warm up, I need to go faster. I need to get, at this point now, I'm loose. I'm feeling good. But I'm not where I need to be. I need to go faster to push myself a little bit and then warm up some more. I'm ready to sprint, but it's going to hurt at first, you know?
Thank you very much. I appreciate this.
Yeah. So you warm up to the tempo you can do or you want to do or whatever, you know. And it's, for me, it's different. It's always different. I'm getting ready. In fact, today I was thinking I was gonna play some of the Rudimental Clave, my solo, because I got to play it in a couple of weeks in Puerto Rico, and I need to practice. I need to practice it. But in order to play that piece, I got to be in decent shape, you know. So I need to get on the pad and the drum and practice, because it's not quite the same. But I not only do I need to get in decent shape, but when the time comes, I need to be warmed up. Well, I need to know the piece really well, and then I just need to be warmed up. So I don't care how experienced you are. If you don't get the right warm-up and get your hands and arms feeling good before you play, you're not going to play with confidence. You know, you can't. I mean, it's because you're going to be going, oh my God, my arms. You know, you're thinking of all this other stuff. So, yeah, I got to get warmed up. So with that said, if I were warming up for that piece, I'd say, okay, I need to go faster. We need to go. You know, for about a minute, going fast, and then with the flams too, you know. And then I'd go, woo, okay, I felt that, and then you got to stretch, you know. So it depends on what you're doing. For other stuff, if I'm doing, I may not need to warm up at all, you know, at all. If it's something I can do without warming up. So it all depends on what you're doing. It's always good to warm up, though. I find when I play with my students, I can't just jump in and play with them, because they're getting pretty good, and they're playing some stuff. And if I don't warm up and get to where they are, there's no way I can play. So, which is kind of cool, right? That your students are getting good.
So, quick question on the
Yeah.
subject of warming up. Um, how soon or like how long beforehand do you think you can warm up and have it still be effective? Like if you have a chance to like do a lot of playing several hours before the gig, will that warm up last, or is it just kind of
No,
like no?
no,
So you it's
no.
got to be right before
Got to be
so that
right
you're
before.
still yeah.
And you got to be careful you don't. And I've done this where I'm going, man, I need to warm up, and I'm like really anxious about it. I got to warm up. I'm getting ready to perform. So I warm up and I warm up and I get, get going, and I overdo it. I'm like, and then I get out on stage and I play and I'm exhausted. So it's a, it's to warm up for. I would say, depending on what you're doing. I would probably heavy metal drumming is real important to warm up properly. Not, I haven't done it, but when I watch them, I go, "Holy shit, these guys are athletes!" You know, or if you're playing real fast swing or just anything where you need chops, right? You have to be warmed up if you're going to be using your chops. So it's a really crucial thing to time it so that when you go out there to play, you're feeling really good. So I would, you have to do some figuring it out yourself, some experimenting, because I've over warmed up and I've under warmed up and I've nailed it. And sometimes it just seems like I just get lucky if I nail it to where I just get out there and I feel really good and I can play and, you know, there's that. But there's also all sorts of other things. The equipment's right or the lighting or the sound, gosh, you know, that's what you got to learn to, as I tell my students when they go, I don't know, it's not perfect. I don't like this bass drum pedal, or I wasn't warmed up, or, they start making excuses. And it's like, shut up. You got to perform. So a lot of times you just have to play with what you know. Sometimes you don't get a warm up. Sometimes you play on inferior equipment. Sometimes I don't know. There's a lot of different things that could happen. But you got to play, and not complain about it. That's the thing. Nobody wants to hear you complain. Nobody. Y'all want to hear me complain? I was complaining earlier about my annual evaluation. I could do that some more, but nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear that. I know.
We want to hear it. The mic's hot though. Be careful.
No, you don't want to hear that.
Hey, question.
Yeah.
So this is one of those dumb questions, but a question I gotta ask. So you said these aren't triplets. They're 16th notes grouped as triplets?
Yeah,
What?
they're grouped. It's 3/16 notes grouped together. A triplet is a hemiola. These aren't hemiolas because well, it depends on how you count the second measure. If I count the second measure in 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then they're triplets. But it's really count 1, pocket the 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 pocket. That's the way the music. If you listen to the backbeat and the bass, those are the macro beats, right? So these aren't triplets. A triplet would be triplet, 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 triplet. These are 16 notes. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just checking on that. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Did y'all ever see that? There was a video that it went viral. It was a guy teaching drum set. He goes, "Today we're going to learn triplets." And he's going, "Dig-a-doom, dig-a-doom, 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 triplet, triplet, triplet." I'm going, what?
I remember seeing that video.
That's a triplet.
I was like, huh? Wait, did I learn triplets wrong?
No, you did not. He did.
It was like there's a YouTube channel. It was called Expert Village, and I don't know if anybody ever figured out if they just didn't know how bad they were or if they were really good at trolling. But there was like another one with like and this is how you play a drum set beat. It's just like all not together. It's just it's hysterical.
I might have to check. That's some funny shit. No, the first time I saw that, I just died laughing. I was like, oh my God. Okay, so what are we doing? What are we doing? So we're not going to go faster, right? We're not going faster. Should we go down the page some more?
Yeah.
You want to go down the page some more? All right, because these get technically, of course, they get a little harder, right? So let's see. Let me share this. We just start with the flams. So you have the flams or the Swiss triplets. Well, let's start with number 7. Yeah, because that'll cover all the flams. And we'll do this one slow. Now, absolutely, I mean, if you can't do the cheese or the flam drags or the flam 5s, just do number 7 over and over. All right? But for these 4, 7, 8, 9, and 10, the sticking's all the same. It's just, actually, it's the same as number 2. All right, but with flams. And then we cheese it. The hard part, I think, is that patafla. That's the hardest, technically the hardest part. So if you're having problems with that, don't play that left flam very loud. You see how it has a marcato marking? That's because I want the emphasis on the second flam. Now that flam can be kind of loud. Back to, because it's just one note. One stroke. It's a rebound stroke because the next left is also an accent. All right? Then with flam drags, all right, so technically, number 8, I'm really just thinking of weighted notes, not accents. And then start it over on the left. With number 9, I'm thinking of downstrokes. I'm really playing a control stroke because I want to stay low for the drag. I want to be down low. So I'm not using a lot of arm. That's mostly fingers and wrists. A lot of fingers. So my index finger on my left hand's coming over to get that diddle. You see that? Okay, so really focus on finger control. So on number 8, bouncy, bouncy. Let the sticks bounce. On number 9, focus on keeping it low and finger control. And in number 10, it's kind of back to bouncy, bouncy. All right, a weighted note on the diddle, and you just continue the roll. It's a 5-stroke roll. You can also try these. Well, it's the same thing as before, but we just added the grace note, right? We've already been through all these without the grace note. Now we are having the grace note with the flam. All right, let's do it slow. We're going to do those 4. I'll just tell you when to switch. If you don't want to switch, don't. And 1, 2, ready, and play, and. Left, right, right, left. Right, left, left, right. Don't switch until you get this one perfect. So if I switch and yeah, I got it perfect yet, stay there. Okay, I'm going to switch. Here's number 8. 9. I'm going to 9. Right, left, left. Make that diddle clear. I'm going to do this in a couple more times. Make sure my diddle's clear. Those fingers are working. Okay, number 10. Last time. Kills me. All right. So that one, I think on the last one, people are probably having a hard time with that patafla going into the flam 5. That's probably technically the hardest part. So, because you probably play that left flam and your left hand's too high for the grace note and you're out of position. So you can isolate it, break it down, slow it down, so you can suave como mantequilla. Here we go. You can just do that over and over, and the other way. Once you get it, you play them over and over like that. And notice when I do it that fast, my heights come way down and I'm staying very relaxed. Stay relaxed. Yeah. But definitely play it lower.
Stay alive.
Huh?
Stay alive too.
Stay alive. Yeah.
That's a workout.
Right? There's a lot of stuff in there. We haven't even got to the bottom of the page yet. There's still more stuff, right? What else do we have? Let's see. We got Herters, we got paradiddles, we got paradiddle diddles, and we got singles. Y'all want to try those? We could finish this off. Let's do the whole page. Okay, so we're going to start with 11. That's deceivingly hard when you switch hands. So watch out on 11. And then so we have Hertas, just accent in the first two notes of the Hertas. You can do this anyway. I know it's real popular to accent just the left hand. That's real popular. You could do that with this one. You could change the accents. Or that's not as cool sounding. Or you could You do a high mom. Oh yeah, there's not enough time to do it everyone, but that's real popular too. To throw that in there. All right, so we're just doing the first two accents. That's hard. That's wicked. Left, right, right, left, and then goes to the left hand. So that's going to be tough. I think number 11 is the hardest one, actually. Number 12 is just a paradiddle. So paradiddle tap, paradiddle tap, paradiddle tap, paradiddle tap, paradiddle tap, tap, paradiddle tap. For the left hand. Left, right, right, and then go to the left hand. And then paradiddle diddles. And then go to the left hand. Then singles. Same rhythm, with it's just singles. All right, but that's your hauling ass right there. I should probably throw some other accents in on that one to make it, give you something else to aim for. Ah, come on. All right, let's go. Y'all ready? So do what you need to do. If you have to stay on one for a while, or if you have a favorite, or if you have a, actually the ones you need to stay on are the ones you dislike the most. That means you're having the most the hardest time with it, and you need to practice them. We tend to do that, you know. It's human nature. Play the stuff that we like and that we can do. But, you know, a lot of times you need to practice stuff you can't do. And the reason you don't like it is because you can't do it. Here we go. Let's try it. 2 and 1, 2, diddle-icka, diddle-icka, Right, right, right. Left. Left. Left, right. Right. Screw up the sticking. Left, right, right. Left. Right. Stone to right. Left. Alright, I'm going to go to the next one. Paradiddles. This one's easier. Alright, I'm going on to 13. Stumble, fumble. minute. I'm going on. I'm going to add some accents. So that last one, I was adding accents on the upbeat or on the fourth 30-second note, except for count 4. So I'm like, yeah, that I should have ended on the left there, but go. So that's an A and 4 and. You could do that. So you're actually playing dotted, the accents are dotted 16th notes. Makes it a little more interesting. Maybe a little harder. Actually, no, it's not harder. It's physically easier. It's physically easier because you got more accents to aim for. It's mentally harder because now it's more syncopated. But that's it. That's the warm-up. So, Stan, request filled. But
yes, thank you. And
we'll
then
work on each one individually. It's all going to take some work. Oh yeah, and then you could do it with all those, but the 9/8 would be difficult. So that's the only thing I put that. If I would have kept it in 4/4, it'd be a lot easier. Then you could do it.
no, I got a lot of work to do, so this is great. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. That was fun. I forgot about that track. You know, when I saw the music, I said, wait a minute. I think I wrote a track for this.
Yeah, I got to make sure I download it here. Pretty sure I did.
Yeah. If you didn't, just send me an email and I can send it to you. I think I posted this on my website. If I didn't, I will. I'll need to go check. I need to work on my website. Of course, there's a lot of things I need to do. We're getting ready to have our 30th anniversary concert of Semispo. So we got a lot of rehearsals coming up. Andy Norell, Jeff Norell, Victor Provost are going to be here. Bill Summers was going to come, but he canceled on me because he double booked. Steve left us because I need to let Steve know he's going to be in Denver with Headhunters. And then right after that, I go to Florida. I go to Tampa for University of Southern Florida, doing a concert there with my suite and some other music I've written. So, and then we fly to Puerto Rico. And I'm taking 16 students with me. We're a percussion ensemble to play the International Jazz Fest in Puerto Rico. Man, that's going to be some kind of fun. And then Jacqueline and I are going to stay for about 4 extra days and do the beach. Actually, we're going to go to Culebra. I don't know if y'all realize Puerto Rico is actually several islands. It's not just one island. There's Culebra and Vieques, and there's another island called Gilligan's Island. It's a real deal. It's like on the southern part of Puerto Rico. But you can go. Vieques and Culebra are beautiful, man, gorgeous, gorgeous. And there's actually another island called Culebrito, which there's no it's a national park, so there's no inhabitants. There's just a lighthouse, but you can go out there and spend the day out there, and it's got one of the most beautiful beaches in the world. It's called Tortuga Beach, which is Turtle Beach, and because there's lots of turtles, you can go swim. The water's super clear, and there's hardly anybody there because it's not, to get there you have to take a water taxi or a boat. You can't drive. And once you get there, man, well, the least times I've been there has been either no one or hardly anyone at this beautiful white sand beach with super clear water, and you jump in and there's turtles. You just chase sea turtles. You just go around chasing sea turtles. And I realized these guys can swim way faster than I can. It's crazy. You're watching this turtle and he's just going along and you think, I'm going to catch that thing. And you go up and he does this one time. And he just, I mean, they're built, those sea turtles are built so that they just cut through the water. I mean, it's unbelievable how fast he just left me behind. And I got flippers on. I'm like kicking as fast as I can. Couldn't catch him. Incredible. Okay, so that'll do it for today. The Wootimental Academy. Next Saturday. I think I'm good for next Saturday, but then I'm going to have to take a couple weeks off because I won't be here. I'll be in Puerto Rico or Florida. Next Saturday. Hang on. Let me look at my calendar real quick. Next Saturday. Yeah, we can do next Saturday. For the 2 Saturdays after that, so 5th, no good. 12th, no good. So 29th, good. And then the next one will be the 19th of April, which is Easter weekend. But I got no problem with it. I can do it. But unless y'all all tell me, say, no, Easter weekend, I can't do it. Let me know. But I'll be here next Saturday. We'll figure something out. If you have any requests, actually, we might do some rudimental clave. I will do. If you haven't tried it, play paradiddles while playing clave. I had to think about it. You're playing paradiddles, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left, but you're accenting son clave. Rumba clave. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. And you can put flams on it. Yeah, we could do some of that. Cool. All right.
Sounds good, Doc. Thank you so much. It was great.
You betcha. Have a good afternoon. Buenas tardes.
Yep. Have a great weekend.
Buddy.
Hasta próxima vez.
Gracias. Thank you.
Kashmir. Ciao.
Bye bye, everybody.
Seeing you. Okay. We'll see you next week. Próxima semana. Ciao.